Hey guys, this is a super quick video on how I'm using AI like GPT-4, text-to-speech, and a couple of other low-code tools to provide huge value to my media buying clients with something that took me 5-10 minutes to set up and allows me to charge a couple of $100 per month on top of my normal retainer, or something I could charge out as a standalone service. And this workflow basically gets GPT-4 to generate a video narration script. So it's not the video itself, but the audio file that goes over the video. And here, all I'm doing is triggering this workflow manually, asking GPT-4 to write me a script. And here I have the role of the role I want the model to play, the product I want it to promote, the frameworks I want it to use, the output I want it to give me. Then I'm sending this to OpenAI's text-to-speech model. In this case, I am using the Nova voice, and all I am doing here is pulling in the script that GPT-4 wrote for me. That's all this funky code is doing. It's pulling in the information from the previous node, just like you would do with Zapier. Then, from that, I get this file.
Tired of missing potential jobs because you're too busy on site?
Then, with this file, save it to Google Drive. And all I'm doing here is telling this node, hey, I want to upload a file. This is where I want you to store it, in this files folder. And this is the file name I want. Now, when I asked GPT-4 to write me the script, I asked it to give me a script ID. Now, this script ID is just random. It can be number 1. It can be B3, 2Q, whatever it says. And that's just for me to identify the file and make sure they don't overwrite each other. So once that file is saved to Google Drive, I prepare the data I want to save inside the Google Sheet. So here, we're just pulling in the script ID from the GPT-4 node. We are pulling in the script content from the GPT-4 node. Then we're pulling in the file name. This is from the Google Drive node. And then we're pulling in the web link. So this is to view the file inside Google Drive for anyone who does not have access to that folder, like you would do when sharing a file normally in Google Drive. Then this is the data we have prepared, and we are just saving this to a Google Sheet. And all I'm doing here is selecting the sheet I want to add the information to, saying, hey, I want you to map the fields for me based on the script ID. Now, if I run this by clicking this button, then now GPT-4 is writing me a new script. It is now sending it to OpenAI's text to voice. It's now saving the file. It prepared the data and it's now saved it inside the Google Drive. So if we have a look at the script ID, you see it generated a random string of numbers here. And now if we have a look inside Google Drive, we'll see this file here.
Are you a contractor who's bogged down by endless calls and the hassle of booking appointments?
And in the Google Sheet, we'll see this file here. And with this, I could share this with the client so that every day, every week, or whenever I write new ad angles, I can say, hey, here's a list of video ad scripts, and I've even generated the audio for you. And this is something that brings huge value to the client for not much setup on my, not much time on my end, And it's an easy way to separate yourself from every other copywriter, media buyer, service, any kind of service delivery. You can create something like this that adds huge value, takes things off of your client's plate, and makes you the no-brainer choice. Now, this looks super complicated, but I've done all of the work for you, and in this folder, I've included an export of this workflow, and N8N has a super simple guide on how to export and import these workflows. So this will be in the comment section of the post. Any questions you have on this, just tag me and I will get back to you ASAP.